captains are out for NBA for the toss of the coin. Rather disappointing. Narrow a condition as you can find as far as playing conditions.
Well, that's right. And historically, for your information, the artificial turf gives a little bit of advantage to the team with the better speed. And as we've said several times during this year, this is the speediest NBA football team in history. Now, I don't know whether Higgins, our fastest man, is well or not.
Slightly injured, but he will have some playing time tonight, Mike.
Well, Tom, on the injury report, Parker Jones is dressed but will not play, and, of course, Todd Prevost is out for the year. Also, I noticed from checking the lineup is that we'll also be larger than them size-wise at the line of scrimmage. The players to watch here are Todd Campbell, their quarterback. He is an option quarterback and can throw it. He's left-handed, which is different. And the last of the Mondellis, Matt Mondelli, is their biggest threat running the ball.
All right, it's a great night for football, a great tradition. These two teams haven't played, this is for 3 years, and they're back together now. The last time they met, Ryan jumped ahead 18-0 right here in the first half. And then NBA came off the bench, what's his name, Monty Poe. Came off the bench, and NBA won 20-18 in a thriller. And Ryan hadn't forgotten that. These teams are arch rivals. Nobody paid into the cannons this week. I understand. Now get this. Ryan hired security guards to guard our cannons because they didn't want that to happen.
Well, that's a very gentlemanly thing to do.
Very gentlemanly. Ryan has given orders to their students not to come on NBA side of the field. We don't even have a program here. Guys, nobody brought a program. We don't know who anybody is. What number's Mondelli? Mac is deep, and I'm on the roof, and I can't see a number. Mac is in the middle, or is that Sloan in the middle?
Rodriguez and Rodriguez.
McIntosh, Sloan, and Rodriguez, and Ryan will kick it off for what should be a great football game. Step up, kick, and it's a good long kick. It's going to be taken by Sloan, and he needs one block, gets up to the 22-yard line where Ryan gets him down. Pretty good kick, and Sloan got it up to the 22. And NBA will take over on their own 22.
What I do note, however, though, is there was a seam there, and one guy got penetrated. If the
needed one block.
Needed one block. The Ryan guy, who we don't know, gets blocked. Blake's running down the sideline.
Yeah, if McIntosh had caught that ball and Blake blocked for him, it would have been gone, but the ball was kicked and the man took it.
All right, Ryan, here's the deal. Ryan undefeated, NBA once beaten. NBA's played a lot of good football teams. Ryan hadn't played much. What will happen tonight? Sloan, the quarterback. In motion goes Eskin. Sloan on an option to the left. McIntosh wants to get right. He's got room. Needs one block. Up to the 30. A pickup of 8 yards on the play. And he had a lot of room out there, Don Denbo.
And we come out a 2 tight end set with young Hillenmeyer at the left tight end who sits the corner. And basically we get Eskin downfield, who if he gets to the block, we're off to the races. 7-yard gain.
Yeah, they're in a 6-2 defense, looks like. I don't know that we've seen that there this year, Don. Have we seen a 6-2?
I don't think we've seen traditional old split 6. Don't believe so.
Second down, 2.5 for the Big Red. Sloan with a kind of a split formation behind him. Eskin in motion comes, give to the fullback, got a hole. First down up to the 40-yard line. Fights McIntosh. Had a great hole there as he kind of cut it back, Mike. Beautiful blocking.
Yeah, McIntosh was designed initially to go to the right. He cut back to the left, picked up about, good 10 yards.
Let's talk about the offensive line, which is anchored by 283-pound David Farrell, number 63, Ben Byrne, number 65, Will Caldwell, number 54, number 56, whose name I can't remember, Garrett Davis.
We got no program here, no spotters, so we're doing the best we can.
And Matt Wilson at left tackle.
First and 10 at the 40, and there's a whistle. And they're pointing at the NBA bench for some reason. And I don't know what they're doing.
Got a missed spot on the ball.
Well, the reason that we're probably in 2 tight ends in this 6-2, that means the strong safety has to come up and play like an outside linebacker, and I think that's why Ricky's probably going 2 tight end here.
All right, I think Don Dembo is correct. The ball was misspotted a yard forward from where it should have been. Now it's right at the 40. First down, NBA, 10:40 to go. Sloan with the I formation, 2 tight ends. Sloan give to the first back through. Got a hole. McIntosh cuts forward up to the 50, and it looks like close to another first down, Mike.
Yeah, they put McIntosh at fullback. Higgins was at tailback, so we got to watch. McIntosh will be either position.
NBA coming out looking mighty good so far.
Well, they're in the old split six, basically, and it spreads people out. Historically, it's a great defense to stop the run, but if you look at our splits in our line, we got them spread way out. We're going to get a timeout to measure.
Good. I hope it's second and inches.
Another injury report. I understand that Mr. Bearden has separated his shoulder and from time to time pops it back in and continues to play, so he's playing with pain. So that may be why we're seeing McIntosh more at fullback.
First down, NBA. They've run for 3 straight first downs here. NBA started at their own 22 and moved out to the 50. Averaging about 9 yards a carry so far, Don Denbo. 3 carries for a total of 28 yards.
Real good offensive line surge, no Ryan penetration.
All right, I formation for the Big Red. Who's the fullback, Mike?
McIntosh.
Tosh is the full. And there's the give, fake. Sloan cuts it back. He's got a couple men to beat, tries to get outside. He fights forward for about 3, fumbles. Ryan takes it out of midair, and Ryan gets the break. And I didn't want to have to say this, but what Ryan will do to you, they seem to take advantages of the break. So NBA moving the ball great. Sloan tried to get a little too much, and the ball was coughed up.
They stripped him on that play, and number 20 recovered that.
So the first big break of the game with 9:52. Ryan's got it in NBA territory at the 40. NBA was moving great, but fumbled.
And Ryan is split backfield, wide splits.
Campbell, the quarterback, on the option. Wants to keep outside, nothing.
They're running the basic, not wishbone, but veer with really wide splits, 2 tight ends, and Todd Campbell's a good athlete, number 16, and he's left-handed, so he can throw it, but on play action mostly.
NBA defense that one well. He picked up a yard and a half. What number is Mondelli? Who knows?
44.
Number 44, Mondelli. Matt Mondelli, son of the great Jim Mondelli, another great former UT player. Played with Don Denbo. 2nd and 8. Campbell gives. The first man through had a hole and got about 6.
At number 25 is Joey Montebello, the other running back who carried that ball that time.
Montebello and Mondelli. Sounds like we got an ethnic backfield, Denver.
We have a full ethnic backfield, and the bottom line to it is that play was just a fullback dive set up off the wide split.
Got about 4, and it's going to be 3rd and 5. Big play here early in the ball game for Ryan. Possession down. 3rd and 5 right at the 35.
Single coverage at the top.
Single coverage at the top of your screen. Campbell, the quarterback, gives. First man through, nothing. And he's crushed. And he's hit by Cole Barfield, who smashed him, and Tate Rich. And Ben Byrne, he got a yard, and this is big. 4th and 4. The kick for a field goal would be right at 50 yards. They got a good kicker, but I think they're going to go for it.
Gertman, their kicker, is probably one of the 2 or 3 best in the city, so it looks like they're going to go for it, though.
All right, Ryan gets a turnover, and NBA's defense has looked pretty good. So far, the difference in the game, a turnover. NBA was moving well, and Sloan fumbled. 4th down and 4 for Father Ryan. Todd Campbell, the quarterback. Man in motion, comes inside. They were trying to draw us offside. They weren't going to go. Now they're going to punt, I guess.
I think so. They thought the motion might cause us to jump, I think.
And that was a Ricky Bowers play.
That was a Ricky Bowers play, but I got to tell you something. In theory, the really wide splits ought to give them great running lanes, but NBA is getting to the ball very quickly.
So let me say this so far, gentlemen. Although we turned the ball over, we were moving well, and our defense shuts them down and pick up a net yard of only 1 yard after getting the turnover, and Ryan will be forced to punt. So it looks like NBA. No, they couldn't be going for it.
I can't believe they're going for it, Tom. 4th and 9.
Well, that's very surprising. Now they're going to think about it. I'm surprised they would go for it, gentlemen, only because I thought they were trying to draw us off before.
That's kind of like going for 2 twice and then deciding to kick it.
Sounds like a tunnel kind of play from this very stadium.
Well, I have to honestly say I did not see what they called. Was that, in fact, a delay game they called on the prior? Or was?
Well, maybe it wasn't. Maybe they were in procedure because it didn't seem like they'd really waited that long. So I could be wrong about that.
This quarterback for Ryan was at BGA for a number of years, and we played against him out there. And then when Kurt Page left and came to Father Ryan, his father convinced him that he could come here and that Kurt would turn him into Division I quarterback. I don't know that he had.
This is Kurt Page's, the same as Ricky Bowers. This is Bowers and Page's 4th year, I believe. So he couldn't have been, how long did he stay at BGA after Page left?
7th, 8th, and 9th, and he transferred, and this is second year to start.
All right. So they're going for it. 4th down and 9, and it's obviously a throwing situation as Ryan comes out going for it on 4th and 9. Campbell left, got some pressure, rolls to the left side, throws incomplete, and NBA is held. NBA is going to get it back almost where they lost it. So good defense by the Big Red. I question the play calling of Ryan there, but who knows?
The only thing that I saw, or I should say I think I saw, is that Ryan lined up to take away Blake Sloan's run on the option. That's the only play they defensed well.
On that play, Chase Neal did a real good job of having outside containment as the defensive end. Quarterback had to step up, and then he doesn't have a real strong arm, as you'll see.
So NBA comes back out. They survive the turnover, get it back at the 48. They really lose only 12 yards on the exchange of balls. Sloan on a delay. Big hole! Oh! And McIntosh slams forward for about 6. He had a huge hole. Don Denbo, you could have walked through that hole.
That was a counter movement. It froze the linebackers, and up he goes up in the field. He doesn't get hit by one ankle. He's in the end zone.
That's right. One trip got him.
Yeah, we pulled offside guard and tackle there. It was a big hole, and I think it was Mondelli just got him by the shoestring.
A pickup of 5 on the play as NBA continues to look impressive offensively. 2nd down and 5 from the 45. 7:29 to go. Sloan, the quarterback. Sloan on a delay, gives. Good hole again. And there goes Rodriguez to the 40. Breaks the tackle. 45 down to the 32. Down to the 31-yard line. NBA's offense is clicking tonight.
That was a 5-2 defense they were in with the strong safety walked up. The monster man walked up on the line. So it basically makes it into a 6-2, rotated into the formation, Mike.
Jonas Rodriguez had a great haul, and he turned on the speed after he broke the tackle, Mike. A gain of 20.
You know, you always lose when you argue with them, though, but I still think it's a 6-2.
1st and 10 for the Big Red right here at the 32-yard line. I formation. Eskin goes in motion across the field. Sloan on a delay, and there's McIntosh, fights forward for about 3.
And they tried to strip him again, Mike.
First, they pick up 3. He still had a pretty good hole, but that's probably the shortest gain NBA's had, which is 3.5 yards.
Our speed seems to be showing here.
Well, I like what I've seen so far. I don't like the turnover, but NBA has moved at ease, and Ryan, in 4 plays, gained 1 yard. So here we are, 2nd down and call it 7, and we're going to have a timeout, Big Red. So with 6:27 to go in the first quarter, no score. And we'll be back after this word from Mike Cross.
Well, number 44, Mondelli, was a state wrestling champion at 171. He's a running back and also linebacker, probably their best football player, and he's just a junior.
Matt Mondelli, son of James Mondelli, former great Ryan quarterback, whose twin brother Mike was the tailback. Both went on to a college career at the University of Tennessee, where Mike became an all-SEC baseball player, led the SEC in batting one year with a .460 average, and Jim, after playing a couple years, ended up starting in 1968, started at Monster Man against Georgia for the first game on tartan turf, where Don Denbo was the starting left guard for the Big Orange, and Jim got hurt that game.
That's right. Some people would say left out, actually, but
Don Denbo was never left out of the Tennessee lineup.
And he did not get called for holding that game.
Never called for holding. First down, NBA with a single back. 2nd down and 7 at the 27. Sloan on a delay. They're going to try a reverse. He's got a wall. There goes McIntosh. 25, 20, down to the 15. 15-yard line. Oh, that was set up, and boy, it's fun sitting up high here. We could see that one.
That's the first time we've seen that all year long. That was a reverse off the counter tray. And boy, I'm going to tell you, that's a heck of a good-looking play.
I tell you what, NBA has got the first down at the 16. They've averaged about 8-9 yards a carry here, Mike. Nothing to show for it yet, but NBA looking like the superior ball club.
Let's give credit to Hillenmeyer and Matt Wilson for some great blocks on that left side.
All right, we got double wides down here on the left. Single back is McIntosh. Sloan is getting a call in from Ricky. Sloan, delay, and Mack is hitting the backfield, and it's the first time they've defensed him well. Lost a yard.
First time they've had any penetration. Mike, I don't know what exactly that defense looks like. It It looks like a 5-man front with people. That time they had 8 men on within 3 yards of the line of scrimmage.
He lost the yard. It's going to be 2nd and 11 back at the 18.
They fired Mondelli.
Flag. Wait, a procedure? Is that procedure? I'm almost hoping they take it. Let's see what they do.
Tom, they fired Mondelli, the All-State wrestler, in there, and he was the guy that hit him in the backfield, and David was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. See what this call is.
I think it's a offsides NBA, illegal procedure NBA, and it's going to be declined. Apparently, it was after the whistle. Somehow, I thought you couldn't decline those.
No, it wasn't a dead ball foul.
All right, it's 2nd down and 11 for NBA at the 18-yard line. 6:07 to go in the first quarter. We're back in the I formation with Bearden the fullback. Give to Sloan, breaks the tackle. Sloan, 10, down to the 5, 4, 3, first down NBA. Blake Sloan looked like an option. He faked the belly to the fullback, and then he cut outside wide open.
And he cut it back to the opposite side of the field from which it was intended to go. You know, guys, I think if we'd been sitting up high all year long, we might have called some good football games.
I feel like I'm looking at a different team. Is it just because I've never seen it from this angle, Mike, or is that a different kind of play?
I like it better being low.
I like what we're doing high right here. First and goal at the 5 for the Big Red. Sloan, the quarterback, 8-man front. Sloan runs the option. Sloan keeps. Sloan breaks the tackle. Give him 6, or did he get to the 6-inch line? Whoo, he was close. Sloan on the option, kept to the right, dove forward, and they're going to spot it just inside the 1. I thought he was in.
Actually, Tom, that wasn't an option. He just rolled out to the right with 2 blockers, then ducked back in when he saw a hole. It's the old Ole Miss a rollout.
5:27 to go. 2nd and goal inside the 1 for the Big Red. Power formation. 2 tight ends. I formation. Sloan on a sneak. Did he score? Yes! Touchdown! Big Red! And the Big Red leads 6-0.
Will Caldwell at center did a terrific job there picking off a slanting guy. They were in a gap 8, what we call an 8-3 defense, and they were slanting into the formation. And Will Caldwell made a great block, and into the end zone goes Blake Sloan.
NBA looking mighty good offensively as they roll down the field. This is a 60-yard drive in 7 plays. Here's the extra point. Joe, P.A.T. McGuigan. Thompson will hold. Snap, down, kick, up, and somebody moved, and it's good, but we're going to have to do it again as I think Ryan started dancing around and some offensive lineman jumped.
Yeah, their defensive lineman did his forearm, lifted his forearm up, caused our guy to jump, cost us 5 yards. On that previous touchdown play, Ben Byrne also had a real good block. He's playing both ways, by the way.
So P.A.T. McGuigan will have to do it again from the 5 yards back, and it'll be what is, in essence, a 25-yard field goal. Distance is no problem here. And NBA leads 6-0. Don, what about P.A.T. McGuigan?
Well, I told his mom and dad if they had a college fund, they could think about investing it somewhere else.
Well, I'd like you to call Phil Fulmer. What about that? Is that possible? Jeff Hall graduates. Ooh, the man got in, but it is good. It's Joe P.A.T. McGuigan makes the P.A.T. And the Big Red, mighty impressive. It's looking good here. 5:10 to go in the first quarter. NBA 7. The Father Ryan, Fighting Irish, Big Purple, nothing.
Well, Tom, let's give John Thompson a call there. That snap was a little high. He got it down, and the kick was good.
And let's not forget our snapper, Jeb Atkinson, who has played great. We haven't paid attention to him, Don Dembo, but how many bad snaps have there been this year?
No bad snaps. Hey, wait a minute. Let's not get too carried away here, but apparently no bad snaps on either player.
Knock on wood.
Knock on wood.
Yeah, let's not jinx ourselves here.
We're not. I just knocked on Don Denbo's head, where he's got a wooden plate over his left temple. And Joe P.A.T. McGuigan will now turn into Joe Endzone McGuigan.
So you knew about it when I was at Tennessee. They called me
That's
Woody.
right. Woody. They called him Woody. They couldn't afford stainless steel back then. And here comes McGuigan to kick from the 40. Steps up, kicks, good, long kick into the end zone. And Ryan, you can sit right there because you won't run that one back. It's Joe Pat, best defense we got.
Tom, that was 5 yards deep into the end zone.
Good kick. That would have been in the end zone from the 35, which doesn't sound bad if you're a college guy right now, because I haven't seen a lot into the end zone from my school lately.
No, but they're not kicking it into the end zone. They're kicking it to come down about 2 yards outside.
Is that what they prefer, actually? All right, the high loans. All right, first down for Ryan Campbell. Ryan on their second possession of the night. Campbell spins on a little counter, and he gives to the fullback, Mondelli, and he's going to fight forward for maybe 4 yards. And it's second down and 6.
You know, I don't know that I have seen a high school football team. In fact, I'm not sure I've seen any football team lately with the gaps that Ryan has got. They're a good yard apart.
Let me ask one question, guys. I'm a layman. I notice when Campbell comes up, he's really leaning or turning almost to one side. Watch him up there. He doesn't come straight behind the center, or at least he didn't there. Well, no, here he's pretty straight. But that time, he was almost facing to the right. Second down, 6.5. Campbell, first man through, breaks the tackle, number 22. And Montebello gets up about 2 yards short of the first down. Well, it'll bring up a big third down and 2.
Tom Quartz, I think you may have spotted a giveaway right there, because he had his left foot back and then went left. That time he had his right foot back and then went right. Let's keep watching that.
Okay.
And all those things are fullback dives out of the Veer offense. I mean, he's not doing anything fancy. They're just running into the weak spots in the holes.
NBA has, to the best of my statistical ability, 6 or 7 first downs. Ryan has yet to convert. Third down and 2 for Father Ryan at the 28. There, look at him, going to the right. There goes the man in motion. The linebacker, Dale, goes with him, and Mondelli fights forward for a pickup of 4, and they've got their first down up to the 33.
But we got there on the first lick, and he made yards after contact. That's what backs want to do.
First down, Ryan, to the 32-yard line. 3:48 to go in the quarter, and it's NBA leading 7-0. Can you set the defense? Can you see that far, man? I see Rich at nose.
Burn it tackle, and also that's Bearden, number 33 at tackle, Chase Neal, and Hillmeyer.
All right, Campbell wants to pass. Got a little bit of pressure, going to throw deep. The man is there. Complete, and Ryan's going to score. And I tell you what, Ryan playing close to the nest, and all of a sudden it was there all the way. Number 3, Barton Simmons was beat on the play, and Ryan has struck quickly. And anybody that thinks the NBA Ryan game is going to be easy can think again, because, boy, I was just about to get a little comfortable, and then that came.
Yeah, Todd Campbell doesn't have a real strong arm, but he's probably going to throw the ball long better than he does a short out or a hook play.
So number 1 for Ryan will try to tie it. Gertman, snap down, kick looks good, and it's tied. Boy, they struck quickly.
And that was set up off all those runs. That was set up off play action, although I have to say he rolled out, and we got reasonably good pressure. Hate to give up a big play like that. Martin Simmons was in single coverage, and he got beat.
Pretty good pass, and not bad coverage, but he had him a step, and the pass was perfect, and the catch was made.
We had a corner blitz on there. Number 27, our corner, was blitzing on that play, and that left our guys one-on-one back there.
So, what a game so far, 7-up. It's a good name for a drink.
And in high school, you just need to grab that guy and go ahead and get interference, because only 15 yards.
Well, Barton Simmons is a great athlete as a sophomore, but I tell you what, that's a position that you're going to get beat every now and then, and as a sophomore, you're going to have to gain a lot of experience.
In theory, Tennessee's got a bunch of pro-quality wide receivers, and they've been beat a lot out there on man-for-man.
Pro-quality cornerbacks. Yeah.
Well, receivers, too.
All right, Ryan will kick it off from the left hash mark here. Let's see what NBA can do. Last time, Mike, it looked like we had a pretty good return set up. 3:18 to go, and it's 7-up. NBA Ryan, one of the great traditions in Nashville football. There's another kick going to go deep, going to be caught just outside the goal line. And is that Sloan or McIntosh? He fumbles out of bounds, thank heavens. Hold on to that ball, Blake. Was that Blake or Mac? McIntosh, number 9. So, NBA dodges one there. That's a fumble.
Well, we've got a turnover, and they've got a big play. And, you know, big plays are what have hurt us over the years. We can't have any more of those.
All right, NBA, 7-up, 3:12. We've had a lot of good football here in the first quarter. It seems to move kind of slowly, surprisingly. I guess when you play at Vanderbilt, the game goes slower.
Well, they scored in 2 minutes there, Tom.
Well, that didn't take, that's right. 68-yard pass play, and Ryan has tied it. Sloan, he's going to try to throw one now. Got a lot of protection, going to throw deep, and that ball is going to be overthrown. And NBA tried their look at the bomb, and who was that?
81.
81 for NBA. I'm not sure I know him. 81. Mark McDonald. All right. Well, he hadn't been hadn't been used a lot this year, but they've tried to stretch him out a little.
Sophomore sprinter, second fastest guy on the team.
I haven't seen Ozier in there yet. Have you, Don?
Here comes Ozier in, just as you speak. Down at the bottom of your screen, Ozier just came in. 2nd and 10 as NBA throws the first incomplete pass of the night. Sloan wants to run the option. Sloan needs one block. Sloan cuts it up. 25, ooh, well defended over there by the linebacker, number 20.
Actually,
Sloan had a chance to make some big yards.
I think number 20 was the free safety. We blocked everybody but the free safety, and Blake was one-on-one. The guy made a good tackle.
Still pick up a 4 on the play, and this is NBA's, I think, first third down play of the night. That's how well their offense was working up to this point, and it's 3rd down and 6 back at their own 24. Yaskin is down at the bottom of your screen. I formation. 2nd and 6. Sloan on a draw. Sloan to McIntosh, breaks a tackle, fights for it, but he's going to be a couple yards short of the first down, and NBA is going to face their first punt. This will be the first punt of the football game.
You know, 3 years ago we had problem getting punts blocked and field goals blocked. Hopefully we worked on that this week.
So,
Be coming.
well, Joe Pat McGuigan has been really kicking the ball pretty well this year, and NBA now, McGuigan will kick from the 15-yard line. They've set up a return. Good snap. Good kick by McGuigan. He booms it all the way back down to the 22-yard line. NBA gets it, fields it at the 26. A kick all the way from the 20 to the 22-yard line and a 4-yard return.
I saw Hillenmeyer down there on the tackle and also Brydale.
Plus 30. Good Lord.
It's a hell of a punt.
52-yard kick.
Maybe his best punt of the year because it had tons of height on it as well.
Wait a minute, it was more than that. It was at the 28 to the 30, 25. Great kick by McGuigan in any event. First down at the 25 for Ryan. 1:42 to go in the half. Quarterback Campbell on an option, gives to 22, had a pretty good hole. He got about 8 or 9 on the play as Campbell runs down the line and hands to number 22, who had a pretty good hole.
And that's the play you've got to defend against the Veer. You've got to defend the first of the 3 options, the fullback dive.
So they pick up 8.5 on the first down.
You know, on the Veer, they don't really have to pancake block. They just want to influence block and try to create a gap for the guy to hit.
2nd and 2 for Ryan at the 34-yard line. 1:06 to go in a good first quarter. In motion, number 90. Campbell runs to the left, gives to the first man through, and he fights forward. I think his second effort may have got the first down. And Ryan's going to have a first down up to the 37-yard line with 52 seconds to go in the quarter.
Jay Davis, is number 20, is in at right cornerback.
Has Davis replaced Barton Simmons? No, Simmons is still at safety. Simmons is in at cornerback, okay? I mean, Jay Davis at cornerback.
They're trying to scheme us with the motion. We're playing straight man-to-man. If you'll notice that we've got a cornerback running across our defensive formation following the motion man. So we're playing man-for-man on motion, zone under.
1st and 10 for Ryan at the 37. Campbell on a quick pitch out, try to get outside number 6, but Blake Sloan was there. No, McIntosh, I believe, hit him first, and they threw him for maybe a yard gain, no more.
Excellent defensive tackle play by Ben Byrne, who flowed to the play, kind of made a little bit of a hole, and then we got support.
And that's going to be the last play of the first quarter, a mighty good one. And the score is 7-up with Ryan. As we start the second quarter, Ryan will have second down from the 42-yard line. Mike Cross, a good first quarter, about what you expect from these two teams.
Yeah, we got big plays, as we said. And this offense, I used to coach it at one time, or coach against it. Our offense ran it. And the quick pitch works, but you got to have the speed to get out there. And I think we're faster than Ryan, so I'd be surprised if they're successful at attacking our corners.
All right.
They're going to try, I can assure you, again, one of those long passes where we got single coverage. And what you do with the motion, Mike, is that you guarantee that one cornerback is going to be in single coverage. That's what you can get done And remember, Kurt Page led Vanderbilt here as a great passing quarterback and is really known as a coach who coaches the passing game. So they really haven't thrown the ball very much. We think Campbell's got a good arm, and he had certainly put the touchdown on the mark, but they're going to get single coverage with motion.
Well, I guess Kurt Page was Vandy's quarterback when they had their last winning team in '84. Is that about right? Was he there? '84. But Todd Campbell is, like I said, he can throw it long. He doesn't have a real strong arm to zip it, but he's accurate.
Well, the one pass, well, he's really 1 out of 1 in the first quarter. We need to get, well, 1 out of 2, right. And we need Farrell up here, our statistician. We can't communicate with him. He's 600 yards away across the stadium.
I think the reason that we got caught in a cornerback blitz was why we got beat deep there.
All right, 2nd down and 9 is NBA in a tie ball game. Ryan at 2nd and 9, give to the fullback, nothing. No, good fake. Quarterback got it, but he is hit, and we got a flag over there. Is that a face mask against us or a hold? Let's see what it is. There's a flag on the play. NBA pursued well after a good fake. They got good speed, and we got holding against Father Ryan, and that'll send them back 10 yards or 15 yards from the spot of the foul. Let's see. NBA will probably accept, although they only gained a yard on the play. Okay, so they'll take them back here.
I'll tell you something else I saw right there. We had 3 guys hit him before we got him down, so he's not quite so easy to tackle.
Well, he's real shifty. You'll see. He's kind of like Blake. I don't think he's athletic as Blake Sloan as far as being able to spin and use a spin move and things like that, but he is shifty.
Well, let me say this. I'm not swapping him for Blake Sloan anytime soon. Now, we'll see how these words come out. 2nd down and 16 for Ryan. Campbell, the quarterback. Campbell back to pass on a quarterback draw. Got a little bit of hole, but it closes pretty quickly. He gets back maybe a yard past the original line of scrimmage. Pretty quick, actually. Picked up 6 yards on the play, and that's going to bring up 3rd down and 9. Make it 3rd down and 8 as Tate Rich, sophomore linebacker, made the stop as Campbell tried the draw.
Who weighs all of 165 pounds soaking wet.
But he's quick, and he's a rich, tough son of a gun. Here we go. Big 3rd down possession down with 11:08 to go in the half. The whistle blows, and there's a flag on the play. Ryan already moved, and that's good. That's going to make it 3rd down and 14. 3rd and 13, as it looks like there was procedure on Father Ryan Fighting Irish. Offsides. Missed the lined up.
This is good news. This is, I think, the 4th penalty on Ryan versus none for us. And remember, last week we went into the 4th quarter before we had any penalties.
DeLemos, I wanted to know about him on the injury report, but DeLemos is in and Rich is out. Twins at the bottom of the screen here. Big play, 3rd down and 15 for Ryan. Campbell in a passing situation. He gives to the fullback, and he almost broke through there. In an unexpected run, they get about 12 or 13, but that's going to leave a 4th down and 2 in what would seem to be a punting situation, Mike. And they were going to bring in the punting.
Yeah, I would presume Gertman's a good punter if he's a good field goal kicker.
I was looking for a pass, and it was a pretty good little, it wasn't really a draw, was it, Don? It was just a fullback dive, but I don't think we were ready for it.
They put the split back into motion over onto the side of the formation.
The quarterback is the up back here, and that's not Gertman. See the quarterback? This might be a trick play.
Watch out. Cross has called it. Nope. Snaps it back. Got a little pressure. There's a good long punt, and it's going to be fielded by Ozier. And it's good to have Ozier back. He caught it in his usual fashion. Good catch. He only got a couple, and NBA is going to take over on the 23 with 9:53 to go. Good to see Ozier back receiving the punt.
I think he's extremely dangerous as a punt returner. That wasn't the distance that Joe Pad had, but it was a good high punt, and I basically thought that Ozier would take a fair catch, but he didn't.
Good coverage.
I don't know that I've ever seen a game where you had the quarterback as the guy protecting the punter. We need to watch that.
Well, that sure, as Mike Cross points out, that sets up an obvious fake. So it's 1st down for NBA as Sloan brings them out, and here we are in this little offset formation with McIntosh the full. They're going to give to Jonas. Rodriguez gets outside, breaks one tackle, cuts it up for a gain of about 4 yards.
And not only did he break a tackle, he broke a tackle by Matt Mondelli, number 22.
44. 22 is that other whop.
Joey Montebello.
Montebello, pizza, pepperoni, you name it, they got it.
Now, wait a minute. Now,
Just because your name ends in an O doesn't mean you're an Italian, right?
only when the buyer is Italian.
9:20 to go, 7 up. Pick up a 5 on the play. Sloan on a fake, wants to run the option, cuts forward for the first down. There's what makes Blake Sloan so good. He is such a quick runner. He cuts so quick, and he moves north and south once he starts moving.
You know, I've seen him play since he was probably 10 in basketball out in Brentwood, and he has a great vision. Right there, he just stepped back, looked for the hole, and then dove in there.
NBA, another first down here as they get up to the 34-yard line. 9:04 to go, 7 up, the score. NBA still has moved the ball pretty well here. Eskin in motion. Sloan to give. Second man through. Rodriguez got a big old 40. 45, 50. 45. They're not going to catch him. 30, 25, 20, 15. Down to the 10. They did catch him. But Jonas Rodriguez with a great hole on the right side. Burst throw down to the 9. First and goal. NBA.
Counter tray executed beautifully. Jonas broke a tackle in the hole and then sprinted for the sideline and almost made it in.
Give Ryan credit. I thought he was gone. He had a step, but a couple of Ryan defenders had the angle, and Ryan's going to take a breather after that one.
Jonas, I think, maybe tightened up in a ham or something there. He kind of came off the field real slow, so let's hope he didn't injure his hamstring.
I didn't think that they would catch him, and it looks like he might have slowed down a little. Let's see if his legs are okay. Timeout Ryan. First and goal, NBA with 8:44. NBA has amassed a lot of yards. Yeah, I think Jonas may have pulled a ham on that run. Let's see. He's walking around okay. I think he just tightened up a little.
Yeah, I saw the doc's over there with him, but now I see him walking it around. So now the doctor's over there again. Maybe it's an ankle. See, the trainer's over there with him.
Well, he did cramp up and slow down a little after he got through. Maybe he was waiting so hard to be hit, Mike, and I don't think anybody touched him after a little grab at the line of scrimmage. Did they touch him, Don?
Well, they did have the angle, I think.
All right, NBA first and goal at the 9 as Ryan takes time out to talk about it. NBA's offense has been incredible on the ground tonight.
Well, Tom, I just don't think that Ryan's going to be able to drive on us. They're going to have to big play us, and we just big played them.
What we need to do is keep the ball away, and we need to score. It's Rodriguez turned an ankle on the run. First and goal, NBA at the 9. I formation. Sloan is trying to check off, it looks like. Two tight end formation. Sloan wants to run the option this side. Got a block. Sloan. 5, 4, 3. Down to the 2-yard line. Blake Sloan on the option. Needed to be one man and wormed forward down to the 2. Second and goal on the 2.
He is so elusive. We've been saying this all season long, but he's amazingly elusive. They had 8 or 9 men on the line of scrimmage, and we just got outside of them.
So he's at the 3. Second and goal on 3. On the 3 with 8:20 to go. NBA in the power I formation. One receiver at the top of the screen is Eskin. Sloan on a reverse. Sloan cuts it back up and gets down to the 1. And I think that was sort of a backyard football.
Either personal foul or something there late.
There's a flag, and they might have got his face mask.
It's an automatic first down.
If it is, let's see, it is a personal foul, Ryan. That would be half the distance to the goal. And is it an automatic first down?
I saw that. He bit him. He's a Mondelli.
What was it? Did he grab his face mask?
No, he bit him.
He bit him. You can't trust those Mondellis. They've been biting all their lives. And they move it half the distance to the goal, which gets it inside the 1. Personal foul, first down, NBA at the 1.
What's your call here, Don Dembo?
Well, they've got 3. They've got third down, and let's see what down this is.
Should be first.
They've got third on the yard marker, third on the scoreboard, but he made a first down motion with his arm. Sloan, quarterback option, and he's close, but he gets down a little bit now. Is this going to be fourth down or first down?
He made a first down.
Let's see what the yardage is.
Well, Tom, I think that's first down on the penalty.
No, I don't know that it's an automatic first down, Don. Apparently not. It's fourth down. at the half-yard line. NBA will go for it.
You know what's interesting? Last year we ran that power formation.
Watch this. Listen to the crowd. Sloan about a football out of the end zone here. And they're jamming it up in the middle. And what are we going to have, a timeout here? Oh, no. It could be NBA. It may have been guilty. Or maybe NBA wanted a timeout before they called it. We've got a penalty. Dead ball, offsides, defense. So they're going to move the football about 3 more inches closer. And it's 4th down, and it can't be much closer, Mike.
What I can't figure out, why isn't a personal foul a first down? That can.
Well, it's not if it doesn't go 15 yards, and it was only a half yard. It's not. Which really, there's no penalty for committing personal fouls in close here. Big play of the football game. Half a yard to go. Sloan's going to take the snap, dive in, touchdown! Blake Sloan, Big Red, and NBA stuffs it where they have to.
In behind Ben Byrne and David Farrell there on the right side, and he got the touchdown.
Good blocking on the right side there, Dembo. How about that offensive line of yours?
And they were lined up in there. If they had people in every gap and more than one person in most gaps.
NBA powered it in, and Joe Paddle tried to make it 14-7.
They were in that old-fashioned gap 8 there that we used to play when Don and I were out there.
The extra point attempt by McGuigan. And we got another penalty. Actually, the only penalty NBA's had tonight was on the extra point.
And both times it's the lineman on the defense faking at our offensive lineman and us flinching.
Okay. I know it's mighty hard to hold your position when those guys are jumping around over there, but for the second time tonight, NBA has moved on the extra point. And now McGuigan will kick it from the 15-yard line. 13-7 NBA. Great drive. Big run was Rodriguez. Snap, down, kick, up, kick. It's good. Joe P.A.T. McGuigan. Give it to him. And it's 14-7 as NBA on offense tonight. Mighty impressive, Mike. They were stopped one time, but the other times they've had the ball moved brilliantly on the ground, and they haven't completed a pass yet, haven't really needed to throw.
Well, the one turnover is the only time we've been stopped.
Huge game, and it, what would feel mighty good, Don Benbow, we had a turnover and 1 punt. But what feels mighty good, it looks like NBA is quicker and stronger and bigger here. And Ryan needs a big play. And they're certainly capable of getting it, as you've seen so far. So with 7:16 to go in the half, the Big Red leads 14-7 in this great classic football game. Two teams that over the years have played a lot of football with a lot of heart, two great schools with great football programs. Joe Pat, last time he kicked it off, put it into the black. Let's see what he does this time. McGuigan steps up. McGuigan kicks. This one's not going to get to the end zone. It's going to be short and high and fielded at about the 10 for the Irish. Man comes up. He's got a roll there, and he's hit. And there's a saving tackle by number 27, Arundel.
And also Higgins, number 2.
27, Arundel was about the last man, and Higgins helped him to get him down. So pretty good field position for Ryan out to the 31.
You can't say enough good things about Rob Arundel's position there. He held his position, he kept contained, and he made the tackle when he had to. Good play, Arundel.
David Farrell in a defensive tackle for the first time.
All right, NBA spread wide all over the field on defense. Tell me about this in a minute, guys. Campbell, the quarterback, the option, going to keep, gets forward for about 5. Chase Neal grabbed him. He picked up about 4 on the play. What is this where we're split and spread?
They're split. Their splits are so wide that we have to split out with them, and that's why it looks like we're all split out.
Okay.
And Farrell took the dive back. That's clearly his assignment. That's what you got to do. And then the quarterback pulled it out and just inside belly.
Pickup of 3.5 on the play. Second down, 6.5 for Father Ryan with 6:39 to go, trailing 14-7 to the Big Red. Camelback wants to throw. Got time. Throws across the middle, wide open, number 26 to the 50, into NBA territory at the 49. So Campbell is now 2 out of 3, and the man was wide open over here, Mike.
He put some zip on that hook pattern, and remember the Baylor guy last week kind of exposed our defensive halfbacks a little bit.
Well, The other thing about that, we got a little pressure, was a little late, but that was a good throw by the Ryan quarterback.
First and 10 at the NBA 49 for Father Ryan. Campbell on the option, going to pitch back to the wide man. The NBA has got it. Defensed well, and there was a good example of pursuit and team speed for NBA. They never had a chance.
McIntosh, Barton Simmons, and also Hillenmeyer all there at the same time.
And that was the third option on the triple option. The first is the fullback dive. The second is the quarterback around the end or anywhere he wants to go. The third's the pitch.
Well defense by NBA. Second down and 9 for Ryan. 6:02 to go. Out of bounds, stops the clock. Campbell, the quarterback, is turning toward us, Mike. Campbell back, wants to throw. He's got time, throws across the middle, complete to number 4. Just short of a first down. I think he might be a yard short, but he was wide open, and here's a big third down, probably 2-down territory.
And he threw into double coverage. Cole Barfield and David McIntosh were both out there with him, but the ball got there well. We got no pressure on the quarterback.
Going to be about a yard short.
Well, Todd must be in the weight room there because he's zipped those last two pretty well.
He's had good protection. He's dropped back. There really hadn't been much pressure on him. I guess the play action has given him some time. Third down and 2. What will Ryan do? Quarterback tries the option. First down, he got it. As he faked to the fullback Mondelli and then option to the left, dove forward for the first down to the 37-yard line, first down.
Barton Simmons and also Cole Barfield on that tackle.
And Ryan on the move here. They moved it from their 31 all the way down to the NBA 36. And there's 5:08 to go. First down, Father Ryan at the 37. Campbell, the quarterback. DeLemos in at nose. NBA may blitz. Barfield comes through. Got some pass. Throws it complete. And there the NBA linebacker Barfield shot in, hurried the quarterback, and he overthrew an open receiver.
Well, I got to tell you, the blitz did it that time. Now, Cole was blocked a little bit as he came through there, came off the block, and still brought pressure.
Actually, fellas, that was Tate Ridge, number 48, on the blitz. Barfield was back in coverage.
All right, I'm sorry. Those 4s and 8s look a lot alike from this distance at my age with no spotter. As much as we are paid, we don't get paid to have a spotter.
Well, our spotters are on the other side of the field.
Yeah, that's the problem. Got good spotters, we just can't hear them. Second down and 10 for Ryan. Mondelli in motion. They want to move to the right side. Campbell rolls out. Campbell wants to throw incomplete. Great pressure in there, and Chase Neal was all over him, almost sacked him. And we're starting to get a little pressure on the quarterback, and he's thrown 2 straight incomplete because of it.
Chase Neal did a good job of containment and putting pressure on.
Chase Neal's one of my discussors. He's going to be a good one this spring, particularly if he gets a little bit bigger and stronger.
Chase Neal is a senior, I believe. A great example of a guy who's bided his time for 3 years. Oh, it's his first year. Well, where's he been? We needed him. He's a good athlete, and he's doing great when he's had the opportunity as a senior. Here's a big play now. Big play in this football game. Third down and 9 for Father Ryan at the 37 with 4:44 to go in the half. Campbell wants to run the option. Campbell wants to pitch deep, and Campbell can pitch deep, but it ain't going to do any good as the back broke a tackle, but only got forward for about 3, and this is 4th and 7 for Father Ryan at the 35. Good defense. NBA has shut down the wide play.
Hunter Hillenmeyer stayed at home, and if he'd have made the tackle, it would have been for no gain.
So Ryan, I guess, will go for it, even though they're out to 36. We'll see.
Tom, we slanted in the right direction that time. They didn't have a chance on that play.
Ryan's going to take their 2nd or 3rd timeout of the night. I believe this is their final timeout. They took a timeout once after that delay in the first period. They took a timeout after the big run by Rodriguez, and their 3rd and final timeout has just been taken. NBA, I don't believe, has used but maybe 1 timeout. All right, this is a big, big play. Let me tell you what a football game how big this is, man. 4th down. Possession down. If NBA can stop them, NBA's got plenty of time to move for a score. If Ryan scores, then it's anybody's football game. So this is huge.
And the play that's worked best for Ryan so far has been the button hook off this thing, and that's what you'd expect to see here. So I would think if I were NBA's defensive coach, I got to bring pressure from somewhere.
Right. The last 2 passes have been incomplete when NBA has come with pressure. So Fourth down, 7.5 yards from the 35. The yard line to make is the 27 for the first.
I think you can look to see either Hillenmeyer or Chase Neal, whichever is on the side of the split back, to come crashing in.
And if Ryan gets time, they may just throw this to the end zone. Fourth down and 7, 4:12 to go, big play. Quarterback fakes, got back, got some pressure. Oh, he breaks a tackle. He's got some room. He's going to get the first down all the way down to the 17, and NBA had him in the backfield, had it defensed beautifully, but Campbell broke the tackle and had a lot of room, and he made the first down.
We did not break down to make the tackle. We gave that to them. He broke the tackle. No disrespect to him.
Good, a lot of great athletic ability by Campbell, and he made that all himself.
That looks like something Blake Sloan would do. He's a good athlete, too.
First down, he got to the 23-yard line, got what he needed, and this was a big play. First down, Ryan at the 23. Campbell, Mondelli. Give him about 2. There's a flag on the play. It looks like procedure.
I think Montebello, the motion man, went toward the line of scrimmage before the ball was snapped.
Yeah, the flag was thrown way away from the play. It must be an offensive procedure call. 3:32 to go, and it's going to be illegal motion, and it'll bring up 1st and 15 for Ryan. I guess we take the penalty. Move them farther away. We've given them one turnover. Mike Cross, I think it's time for a big NBA turnover.
And that missed tackle was fundamentally another turnover because we had him stopped. NBA people didn't break down. That's the classic, what you're taught in tackling drill. We didn't break down.
Hey, guys, we've seen Blake Sloan do that to the other team all year long. The guy's a good athlete.
A good athlete, and they'll make that happen. First and 15 for Ryan. There's another whistle. The NBA is going to take their second time out of the half. So we'll have one timeout left. 3:24 to go. This is a critical point in this ball game. The second half, NBA will kick off.
You know, I said that Ryan couldn't drive on us. Well, they have. They've driven right down here to the 25-yard line. I'm surprised.
Well, they had to convert a fourth down to do it, but they did it, and they had the one big play. So this is so critical in this football game because if Ryan can go into the half tied with us having to kick off, what a turnaround from them being down by 7.
They're still 27 yards away, though, guys.
David Farrell is back in at tackle for Ben Byrne on left defensive tackle.
How big is David Farrell? 283. Are you serious?
Well, he's bigger than Lou.
Lou ain't that big. All right, 1st and 15. Back at the 28-yard line for the Irish. Fighting down here on this drive with 3:24 to go. Campbell wants to pass. Campbell got time, lost. Incomplete. And I tell you what, number 22 was wide open. He had it in his hands, and I think he peeked at the defender, Mike, and dropped it. And that's a break for NBA.
Well, we had Montebello had number 44 Cole Barfield chasing him, and also Barton Simmons coming over. He probably looked at those guys.
Should have had it, though.
Good throw. Very nice touch.
Beautiful throw, and I'm impressed with Campbell. He's so far making their offense work for everything they can get out of him. 2nd and 15, 3:18 to go. No timeouts for Ryan. NBA wants to blitz. Barfield comes in. They pick it up. He's got time, but Barfield got him and sacked him back at the 36-yard line. Cole Barfield was blocked, spun off, continued, and got the blitz. Great play by the junior linebacker from Belmead.
Tom, you called that right. Initially, they picked the blitz up. He slid off the guy, stayed after him, and was determined and made the sack.
The pocket was closing in around him anyway. David Farrell was in there, as was Chase Neal.
And this is a big play. I'm not sure if Ryan doesn't make this, that they go twice. So they got to get all the way down to the 12-yard line for the first down. 2:45 to go. Big, big play again for NBA and Ryan. All the way back to the 37. watch MBA's defense, sort of a prevent defense here. Dembo thinks they're going to run. They give on the dive to Mondelli, and great play by our linebacker. Cole Barfield came to play. Great play, as it had a little hole there, and Barfield met him one-on-one.
Yeah, they double-teamed Johnny Rich there, and Johnny just made a big pile, and then that left Cole to come make the tackle.
So after Ryan picks up the big first down, MBA forces them back. They lost 10 yards in those 3 downs, and they will now try a 49-yard field goal with 2:01 to go. Snap, down, kick is up. It looks long enough. Is it good? Yes. 49 yards, and boy, that's like college there.
I don't know if that would be good from 50 or 51, though.
Great kick. It went straight as an arrow, though. It didn't waste a lot of energy, not a lot of height, but it nestled through the goalpost.
Well, NBA gave up a big 4th down conversion and held on to stop them, make them try field goal. We'll let them attempt all the 49 yards.
And let me tell you, the way our offense is moved, we have 1 timeout remaining here, Mike. If we can get some position. No, we have 1 left. We have 1 left. I think NBA can score the way we've been moving the football, and this would be huge if we could get into field goal range. So let's see. This kickoff and the field position is going to be big.
If we get a kickoff return, we got a chance. Now, that field goal was 49 yards. That's a Father Ryan record. We know Joe Pats kicked one from 52.
Yeah. I'd like to see NBA match them here. And I tell you what, the way our offense is run, I feel good about our chances here.
This big hole here, boys.
No, I think they're going to try to kick it back. This kicker is pumped now. He thinks he can get it to the end zone. And he did. The guy's pumped. So, you know, the adrenaline means a lot with the kickers. And so NBA will start on their 20 with 1:52 to go and 1 timeout remaining.
You know, I think if we can quickly get a first down, Ricky may try something here, but I think we'll run the ball here.
Well, we got to kick off to them to start the second half. So we're going to gamble a little bit down here. Have we completed a pass yet? Not really had to. We've only tried 1 or 2. And it's 1st and 10 at the 20. Single back. Sloan, give, back, breaks the tackle. McIntosh, he gets forward for about 3. And NBA will bring up 2nd and 7.
Mondelli on the tackle there with Montebello.
And unless we can break out of here pretty quick, we're going to be content to let this clock move down and go to halftime, I think. We might try the big play here. I'd like to see that reverse right here. We'd like to see something big because they hadn't stopped us much. This is no time to get conservative. 2nd down and 7. In motion is Eskin. Sloan, give. McIntosh fumbles.
Oh, no.
Ryan picks it up. The ball is scrambling. Wait, they're going to call it down, though. They're going to call it down. Who are they going to give it to?
Is it Ryan's ball?
No, it's our ball.
Ryan's ball.
Well, then why didn't they? Wait. Oh, boy. Was that McIntosh?
Mondelli recovered it and then tried to get up and run again, and they called him down.
Boy, there is a disastrous turnover as Ryan is obviously now in field goal range.
That's 2 turnovers against us, none for them. The Big Red defense needs to stand up.
Defense has been on the field most of this quarter, and that was the worst thing NBA could do. 1st down, Ryan at the 18, a chance to take the lead before halftime. Quarterback dive, Mondelli down to the 9. And the clock runs, and no timeouts left for Ryan. Short of the 1st down, so the clock continues to move. 56 seconds to go. They're going to spot it back at the 11-yard line. 2nd down and 4. Campbell moves them up quickly. NBA, Ryan, Campbell, give Mondelli, and it's close. And I think he's short. They're going to have to keep the clock moving until they see if they get a 1st down. They're going to make the clock stop for the measurement, I believe.
Very interesting. Our strong safety, Blydale, right before the snap, ran toward the middle of the field.
1st down, the clock is stopped.
And made the tackle.
Mondelli carries for an Irish 1st down. It'll be 1st and goal.
35-34, the clock is moving. 1st and 10, Irish. Campbell wants to throw into the end zone. Did he catch it? They're going to give it to him. The ball is complete, but the clock is moving with 24 seconds down to the 3-yard line. NBA needs to regroup here. 17 seconds to go. Second down and goal for the Irish. Quarterback slams it down with 11 seconds to go.
I wonder if they're going to take a throw at the end zone.
Campbell passes down.
They might run the option, and the quarterback probably will have the option to throw it if he doesn't see a lane for himself and then kick a field goal.
If I'm the coach, you try in the end zone one time, then you run the field goal team on.
A sack here ends the half.
That's right. Anything that is not an incomplete pass ends the half or a touchdown. They're either going to score, it's going to be incomplete, or the half's going to end. So, huge turnaround of events here in the last 2 minutes of the first half. I think Campbell's got the option to throw it or run it right here. Campbell rolls, wants to throw into the end zone, incomplete. Woo! And it was almost intercepted. Good defense back there with Barfield and McIntosh. And now the field goal comes out, and Ryan will try to cut it to 1. And NBA does a good job to keep him out of the end zone. That will look close, Mike.
That was Barton Simmons got his hand in there to knock that ball away.
All right, watch him. They could fake here. The holder is the quarterback. But this kicker should be pretty good from this distance. Snap down, kick up. Kick is good. And with the end of the first half, Ryan cuts it to 1. And so NBA is clinging to a lead, but Ryan really turns it around in the last 2 minutes, converting a big fourth down, then making a 49-yard field goal, and then taking the turnover and scoring 3. So, as unfortunately has always been predicted, this game is going to go down to the wire, it looks like. Although NBA moved the ball well, 2 turnovers killed them.
Tom, I don't know what you guys think, but I think we're lucky, you know, that we've turned the ball over twice to none for them, and they've only gotten field goals off of it if they were...
Do good. All right, Joe Pat will kick it off. Mike Cross has not returned yet. He hope they didn't turn off the elevator. We need him up here. This is a big possession, Don Denbo, as McGuigan kicks. Oh, and that's what we needed. Gets it back, I say, into the end zone, but they're going to let Mondelli run it out to the 10. Got a little hold of the 15, up to the 24-yard line, where he's tackled there by number 47 and number 2.
Which is Higgins.
And 47, I should know.
One of General Nealon's axioms of football is the first possession of the second half, the first 4 minutes of the second half.
Well, this is particularly big when you consider how the first half ended when Ryan got 2 field goals and NBA handed them the last 3 points. So big for NBA's defense to assert themselves here. Ryan trailing 14-13. Campbell, Mondelli, hit, tackle, good. Defense, a pickup of a couple from the 23 to the 25.
And I saw Johnny Rich and Cole Barfield step up into the hole and make good tackles.
Number 65 is Barnes was in there, I believe. Where's Mike Cross? 11:31 to go. Second down and 8 for Father Ryan. Second half action, a beautiful warm night for football here in October. Campbell on the option. Campbell wants to keep. Campbell breaks 1 tackle, fights forward, gets about 3 or 4 on the play. I think that's Bearden on the tackle. That's number 3, Barton Simmons, and 48 Rich. Third down and 2. Don Denbo, how big is this?
Well, this is a big play. If we could stop him and get the ball back here, and this is a big play. Biggest play of the game maybe so far.
Third down, we'll call it a long 2. Campbell, the quarterback, brings them out. The NBA digs in trying to stop them here. Third down and 2. Campbell checks off. NBA jumps around after the check off. Campbell, little quick dive to Mondelli. He breaks a tackle and he gets first down all the way up to the 40. He needed 1 more break and he might have been gone.
And Barton Simmons again stepped up in there and made the saving tackle, but that was a good execution.
I don't know if he checked off to that play or not, but he did check off, and there was a good hole there for Mondelli on the quick dive. It's pretty much, as you say, it's a veer triple option every time he gets it. First down at the 40. Ryan picks up the first down. 10:24 to go. Ryan trailing, trying to get the lead. Campbell on an option. Quick dive to Mondelli again, I think. And he had 7-8 yards. Good hole over the left side. The Ryan offense has been clicking.
What we're not doing here, at least it looks to me, is our defensive tackle is not respecting the dive as much as he was in the first half. You got to stop that play in order to stop the Bearden.
And out goes Bearden, and in goes big number 63, Farrell. Bearden out. And they're going to call a penalty here, and I don't know if NBA was late getting that substitution in, but it could be.
It's on them, I'd say.
Ryan's had a lot of penalty problems tonight. Offsides, Ryan. That's their third offsides penalty, and penalties favor NBA as Ryan has hurt themselves with 5-yard procedure and offside penalty.
As I didn't see anybody move, I have to assume that somebody lined up in the neutral zone.
And that was a big play because they had 2nd and 1, and now they have 2nd and 6.5. Campbell, the quarterback. Option again. There's the dive to Mondelli. Had a lot of room, and he got the first down out over the 50. Same play they've run 3 straight times, Don, wide open.
He's taking 3 steps to make the handoff. He's coming straight down the line. That's not a traditional dive.
Well, NBA needs to adjust here as that play has worked well for Father Ryan. They've picked up, come all the way from the 25 into NBA territory. First down with 9:23 to go. Ryan on the move. Defense for NBA needs to step it up. There's the give to Mondelli up the, no, good fake to Mondelli up the middle. And the second dive to Mondolo, or whatever his name is, and he gets about 3. 3 yards, 2nd and 7. NBA responded pretty well there. They faked me off on the dive.
That was not a dive. That was a counter, cross buck, call it what you will.
Right. They faked it to Mondelli and gave to the tailback, and it's 2nd down and 7. NBA digging in. Ryan is driving, trailing 14-13, 8:42 to go. Campbell, the quarterback. There's the dive again, and Barfield stuffs it after a 3-yard carry, and here's another big 3rd down and 3, Don.
And they're taking it out so wide, Tom. It's unbelievable how wide they're taking that handoff out.
So how do you defend something like this?
You defend it by bringing the tackle inside.
Well, let's find out. Big play here. 3rd down. 4 yards to go for Ryan at the 43. Campbell looks it over. Campbell on the option. Campbell, fumble. No, pitch back to 22. He cuts back, breaks the tackle, and gets the first down. They had him stuffed on. 22 was way back in the backfield. NBA had 3 men on him, and he cut it back and got the first down. Big play. Ryan's making them.
That was really a good run. Don't take anything away. But that was a big play by Campbell. That's who made that happen.
Number 40, Chase Neal, in on the stop for the big red.
First down, Ryan. They've moved for 4 first downs now all the way down to the 37-yard line. They've had the ball the entire second half here, all on the ground. Campbell, the quarterback. Might be a pass according to Denbo here. No, Campbell on a quick keeper. Campbell keeps. Campbell breaks the tackle. Needs to beat one man. He may go, and he's going to score the touchdown. Todd Campbell, a la Blake Sloan, handed it off, bumped outside, broke a tackle, and he was gone. And Father Ryan does exactly what they need to do. They'll probably go for 2 here, Don.
I'd certainly go for 2.
Ryan takes the second half kickoff, and they looked a lot like NBA did in the first half, where we really hardly slowed them down. And so it's Ryan leading for the first time tonight, 19-14, and they're going to be going for 2.
For 37 yards.
Timeout, Ryan, to talk about it.
Where Mike is. Made a great late pitch, Mike, after he stopped.
So they've called a timeout here.
Well, they're going for 2. Leading by 5, they will go for 2. Yeah. They will go for 2 here to try to extend the lead to 7. Campbell, the quarterback. Campbell rolls, fakes left, wants to throw, throws into the end zone. The man's wide open, and he's got it. And Father Ryan has come out in the second half, and in exactly 4.5 minutes has driven the length of the field, scored, and gone for 2. And so Ryan leads by 7. And a great start for Ryan, a terrible start for the Big Red.
Well, I take back what I said about them not being able to drive the football. I think this turnover at the end of the half, and their 3 points gave them some momentum. They took it in the start of the 3rd quarter and drove right down the field.
I don't believe that's true. I think they've made an adjustment. Now we got to see if we can adjust back. Mike, it looks like to me they're taking the handoff a whole 2 steps wider on the fullback dive. almost that whole drive was off the fullback dive.
All right, NBA now is behind for only the second time all year. No, they were behind Henry County. They were behind Pearl Kona. They won. And they were behind Brentwood Academy. So I'm wrong about that. They've been behind 4 times this year, and they won 3 of them. So no problem for the Big Red here. Ryan does what they need to do. As Nayland said, one of the most important parts of the football game, the first possession of the second half, and that was all Father Ryan. Coming from 1 down to take a 7-point lead, and they've kicked it into the end zone. So Ryan is doing everything right, and they have really since about the midpoint of the second quarter. It was all NBA, and then Ryan put that long drive together, Mike, converted a big 4th down, got a field goal out of it, got the turnover, got another field goal, and then the most impressive drive of the night, a drive of 75 yards from their own 25 to the score in only 4 minutes and 30 seconds. So NBA needs to show some character here. Blake Sloan, the quarterback, in motion. Eskin. NBA wants to sweep. NBA cuts it forward, gets about 5. It was defended by Mondelli, but still, NBA's had some room, and McIntosh got about 5.
Well, Don Dembo, you think we need to start throwing the football in here?
No. Stick to your running.
Well, given the way they move the ball, I think we need to possess it and let our defense settle down a little bit, drive the ball.
You know, if those 2 turnovers had been turned into touchdowns, we would be in deep doo-doo.
All right, NBA picks up 6 on 1st down, and that's what they need to do. Sloan, the quarterback. Sloan gonna fake. Sloan wants to throw. Got some pressure. Throws. The man is wide open. There's Ozier. And the guy interfered with Ozier. He got in his way and shoved him off, but the ball was badly underthrown, and it's intercepted. And there's no flag, and Ryan gets the big turnover.
Pretty difficult to win a ball game when you have 3 turnovers versus none, so we're going to have to really dig in.
And that was big. Ozier was behind the receiver, but the ball was underthrown all the way. Ozier tried to come back to the ball, and I wanted interference, but the defender did the right thing. He just held his possession. Ozier couldn't get around him, and he intercepted it.
Now you're going to have to find out right quick whether NBA can play defense.
Yeah, NBA looking down the bad side of the barrel of this Ryan gun here is the second half. Ryan has gotten every break. NBA turns it over. I don't know if NBA's completed a pass tonight. They haven't. There's the quarterback, Campbell, outside. Gets outside for the 1st down. Inside NBA territory to the 49.
And we're lucky Blake Sloan made a good saving tackle because he was going to run.
NBA is a little flat right now. They need something to happen, Mike. They're a little dispirited after a good start.
I'm surprised by this. I mean, the team for the first quarter and a half, you know, we looked like we were dominating the game. Now they are. All
Ryan with the momentum at the midfield stripe as Campbell has taken control of this ball game. And there's the give to number 2, and he fights forward for about 3, 4. Pretty good move up the field. Ryan has a good-looking offense.
And he picked up 4 yards there.
I'm really not sure why NBA tried the big pass. We've been running it pretty well. I guess we wanted to keep them loose, but if you're going to try it, you don't want.
It was a throwback where he was rolled to the right and threw back to the left and hoping to catch him asleep.
2nd and 6 for the Irish at the 45. Campbell keeps, pitches back, and this is a big play that the NBA Big Red needed as they threw him for a 3-yard loss back to the 50. And this is a 3rd down and 10, and you talk about big plays. NBA has got to stop him here to get the momentum back.
Arendale and Brydale made good plays.
This is dangerous. Campbell came out and was fumbling the ball before from pulling it out of the Bailey Series fullback dive, and then he made a late pitch. Dangerous problem with this offense.
All right, here we go. This is a big play. 3rd down and 10. Possession down for Ryan at the 50. Campbell on a quarterback draw. He's got room. He breaks a tackle, but he's going to be short of the 1st down. And it's going to bring up 4th down and about 3. And let's see what Ryan does. They ought to punt, and they're going to. NBA stops them on that big 3rd down play when they, 2nd down play when they threw him for a loss. But let's watch out now. It's 4th down and 3. And as we pointed out earlier, Campbell is the up back in pointing formation, Mike. Be a good time for Ryan to try to run it.
they're in our territory. It would be a good time for a fake. There's a gap right there, too.
Snap high, but no rush. There's the kick. It's going to be fair caught by NBA at the 14. So NBA does what they need to do. They survive another turnover. They get the ball at their own 15. They're going to have to put on a long drive, and it's already 4:43 remaining in the third quarter, and NBA's only had it for 2 plays.
Tom, it'd be a lot to ask Father Ryan to give us 3 turnovers in return, but we need at least 1 here, I think.
That's the story of the ball game so far.
Well, and not only do we have 3 turnovers, but we got a long pass on their part, so it's almost like 4.
NBA actually has survived 2 of the turnovers, but 1 has cost them 3 points. Pitch. That is Rodriguez outside. Needs the block. Breaks the tackle to the 25, to the 30. First down, NBA. Rodriguez. Good speed, I believe.
Pure zone blocking, deep pitch to the tailback. We wiped them out, and they got to come a long way to make the tackle.
Looks like Rodriguez recovered from his ankle sprain or whatever.
I talked to his dad at halftime. They retaped his ankle, and he had over 100 yards at halftime.
Mike, did you go to the other side at halftime?
Yeah, I thought the line would be shorter. I was wrong.
All right. First down, NBA at the 30 as they roll out of bad field position to the 29. Sloan on a delay gives to Rodriguez again up to the 35 to the 36-yard line. Pickup of about 7 on the play. The NBA running game is working again.
Little counter play, sprint draw. We've run that for years and years now. Last year handed it back there to Max Fuller. Now we're handling to sophomore Jonas Rodriguez.
Got 7 on the play. 2nd and 3 as NBA brings it out out to the 35. The drive started back at the 15. 3:46 to go in the quarter. NBA trailing 21-14. I formation. Quarterback give. First man through. That's McIntosh. Breaks the tackle. Up for the first down. All the way up to the 46-yard line. 1 more tackle and he was gone.
Mike, have you noticed how far Ryan's defensive linemen are staying off the ball? They're at least a yard off the ball.
They're like Brentwood Academy used to do the hit and read. They're a full yard off the ball. With McIntosh in there at fullback, because of beard and shoulder, we'll probably have a little more speed and more elusiveness.
Hillermeyer goes out. And we got Ozier down at the bottom of your screen. 1st and 10, NBA at the 47. They're moving with 3:15 to go. Sloan. Delay. Sloan wants to throw. There's Ozier. He's not open, but he throws to the short man. Sloan wanted to throw to Ozier, who was deep. Eskin was wide open, but Sloan overthrew him. And it was a pretty good play. He looked first to Ozier, who's been well covered by the safety.
They were only bringing 4 guys, so Sloan had plenty of time, and defending with 7. That's a tough thing to throw into for a high school quarterback.
NBA has not completed a pass tonight. I think they're 0 for 4 and 1 interception. But I guess they have to throw every now and then to keep the defense a little loose. 2nd down and 10 at the 47.
I'd like to see us throw to number 96.
The big tight end. Quarterback pitch. Rodriguez needs 1 block, gets it, breaks the tackle, cuts it up, picks up about 4, and it's going to bring up a huge 3rd down and 6.
And McIntosh had a good block to spring Rodriguez for what he got.
And Rodriguez made a cut in the hole there, too. He got good vision.
3rd down and 6 for NBA with 2:46 to go, and this is the biggest play of the half for the Big Red offense, as they need to maintain possession. Need to pick up this 4th down. They got 6 yards. The yard line to make at the 43-yard line. I formation. Sloan. Quarterback gives. 2nd man through. Rodriguez. He's going to be thrown short, and it's going to be 4th down and about 3. And I would think NBA will punt, although I'm not sure, Mike. 2:13 to go, 3rd quarter.
Well, we're in their territory. I don't see the punter on the field yet.
NBA is going to line up and try to get it. 4th and 3.
Offside. This is the offside play.
This is the old Ricky Bowers draw on offside.
You know, we haven't really run that much this year. Maybe they'll fall for it.
And after this, I wouldn't be surprised to see a McGuigan field goal. I don't think we're going for it, but it's 4th and 3. Ryan's not going to be fooled. No, we're not going. 5-yard penalty.
The reason that doesn't work is because, as Don pointed out, their linemen are so far off the line of scrimmage they can jump and still not be offsides.
Right. All right, NBA will now punt it, or they'll try a long field goal. We're going to punt this one. So Ryan stops NBA, which had come all the way out from their 15. Now NBA needs to get a really good punt here and get some field position so that the defense can get it back to the offense in reasonable position. McGuigan standing back at his own 37-yard line. Low snap. Good kick. Good long punt. Going to be fielded at the 10 for Ryan. Wants to get a wall to the left side. NBA's got it covered greatly over there. That's Barfield and Arundel. And boy, was that big. And that was a great kick. And we got good field position down to the 12. That ball was kicked from the 50 to the 12. That's a 38-yard punt. And down to the 12. Great kicking by McGuigan and great coverage over there.
Arundel did a good job of being the outside guy, turning it in, helping the tackle with the pursuit from Cole Barfield.
So the offense does a good job of getting it out of a hole and changing this field position. Now it's up to the defense to hold Ryan. Ryan back at their own 12-yard line with 1:28 to go. Unbalanced line to the left here.
We haven't shifted either.
Watch it. There goes Campbell on the left, and he gives the dive, and he gets a couple maybe. That's Bondelli, who picks up 3 up to the 15. And why did that unbalanced line bother you, boy?
Well, at first I thought we hadn't shifted over a man, but I think that we had.
Our great expert commentators pick things up that most of you don't even see. Second down with 1 minute to go. Unbalanced line to the right this time. NBA shifts. Ryan is doing a lot of funny stuff over here. Campbell on the dive. Oh, was he hit? Who was that? David Farrell said hello, and Ryan now has 3rd and long deep in their own territory, and this is the kind of play our NBA defense needs to make. This is the kind of play Ryan has converted when they had to tonight. 34 seconds to go. This will be a big last play of the 3rd quarter.
David Farrell, son of Lou Farrell, Import Flowers.
Import Flowers. Here we go. This is it. Possession down, 3rd down and 5 for Father Ryan. They need to get to the 22. Campbell on a keep. Campbell's not going to make it, and NBA has stopped them. And NBA should start the 4th quarter with pretty good field position as Ryan is going to be forced to punt, and the 3rd quarter is going to come to end. It was all Ryan, but NBA perhaps has turned the momentum a little bit as we're going to go into the 4th quarter trailing Ryan by 7. Just what we thought it would be, anybody's football game.
Well, you know what's interesting to me? I think that Ryan is purposely taking away NBA's passing game, which has been darn effective all year long. And the bottom line to it is they're saying if you're going to beat us, you're going to have to beat us with the run, and yet we keep trying to throw the pass.
Well, I'm thinking let's run it until they stop the run, Mike. The only reason they stopped us there was we threw one down and only had 2 to make the first.
Well, we don't have a time problem yet. You know, we scored 14 points in the 1st quarter and haven't scored again, but we don't have a time problem. And I think running the ball is the safe thing to do.
All right, NBA, this is, they might want to rush the punt here. What do you think, Don Denbo? You don't want to rough the kicker. You want to make sure you get the ball back, but this guy's going to be kicking from inside his 10-yard line back at the 5.
You know, number 7 had a lot of good punt returns last year, and he's been out injured. It'd be nice to have a number 7 punt return.
In fact, if Sloan and Ozier, they can both break it. NBA needs the big special team play. Turned it over 3 times tonight, so it's our turn to get a break here. Ozier and Sloan standing at their own 45. There was a high snap last time. A safety would be nice. As I called against Pearl Cone.
Problem with the clock.
12 minutes to go. The NBA is going to return. I don't think they're going to rush much. Or I don't know. We got 10 men up, 9 men up on the line.
We don't have our punt block team in, the kamikaze team yet.
I think Ricky Bauer wants to get this ball and hopes to get it right about at the 50, which is just where our offense had to give it up last time. Get some field position out of this. Number 8, good kicker for Ryan. NBA dances around trying to put a little pressure on him. Good snap, got some pressure, and NBA pulled off. Wobbly kick, going to be fielded by Sloan. He bumbles it out of bounds, and it's fortunately goes out of bounds. I don't think the guy gave Sloan 5 yards. Sloan probably shouldn't have tried to kick it. All they had to give him was 2 yards, but he was in Sloan's face, and big break for MBA that it kicked out of bounds there, and actually a pretty good punt for Ryan. MBA gets it right at the 50, right where we kicked it last time.
Tom, that's twice we fumbled the ball out of bounds and not lost it.
All right, NBA defense does its job. It stops Ryan on 3 downs, gets the ball back for the offense. The offense now, best field position of the night to start right at the 50. Trailing by 7, need a touchdown here. Sloan, option to the right, tight side of the field, cuts it up, breaks the tackle down to the 45, breaks the tackle to the 40, cuts it back, down to the 35, down to the 34-yard line. Oh, Blake Sloan, Mike.
That's the Blake Sloan we're used to seeing. He made about 3 guys miss.
First down, NBA at the 35.
And you know what he does so well? He brushes people away. That's something you can't teach backs.
And go. Yes, he does. He's like he's just, excuse me, and goes the other way.
The hand he doesn't have the football in, the guy comes by him, he just kind of gives him a limp leg and just pushes him right off.
First and 10 for NBA at the 35. Fourth quarter action just beginning. NBA 35 yards away from tying the game. I formation Sloan. Sloan back on a quick give to McIntosh. Wants to get outside, cuts it back, breaks the tackle, picks up 8-9 yards down to the 26-yard line. Good run.
Injured player there for NBA. Let's see who it is. I think it's David Farrell. No, he's up. It was Matt Wilson, but he looks like he's okay.
Matt Wilson, good offensive lineman. We don't give a name enough offensive linemen here. Great blocking on that play, Don.
Good surge and really McIntosh's speed. We stretched him with the zone blocking, McIntosh's speed into a little seam, and up the field he goes.
All right, NBA, 2nd and 2. Good position down on the 31-yard line. Need to get to the 30 for the first down. Bearden in at fullback. Sloan gives to Bearden. No. Sloan keeps. Sloan breaks. Sloan 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This game is a one-point game. Blake Sloan does what he does best. Breaks tackles, cuts it up. Touchdown. He beat a man at about the 5 and scored.
And you know, that looked exactly like Campbell's scoring run against us, where there's a ball up in the middle of the thing, quarterback breaks tackles, brushes people off, and straight up the middle.
What a game of momentums, as it was all Ryan, and NBA sort of got it back. Now Joe P.A.T. McGuigan, one of the bigger PATs of his career. Snap, down, kick, up. It is no good. And it was pulled, and that was huge. Joe, Pat, I don't know. I think he just hurried it and pulled it a little bit.
Looked like his plant foot slipped to me.
All right, there's going to be a lot more scoring in this game, though.
Snap and hold were good. We won the first quarter. They won the second and third quarter. Now we need to win this fourth quarter.
All right, NBA trails by 1 as we missed the extra point. One of the first just out-and-out misses that Joe Pat has had this year.
They missed one, too.
Ryan missed one, but converted a 2-point conversion. No, they didn't. Mike Cross is wrong. Now Joe Pat needs to gather himself and get this ball back in the end zone. The NBA defense needs to get it because, quite frankly, I feel if our offense gets it, doesn't turn it over, keeps it on the ground, they can't stop it. It's going to be up to our defense here to get it back for us and not let Ryan score. McGuigan will kick it off. 10:31 to go. McGuigan kick, good, long kick. Look at that. That a boy, Joe Pat. Joe Pat kicks them back 7 yards deep in the end zone, and Ryan will start at the 20. And here again, the NBA defense needs some big plays.
Well, again, Mike, you weren't up here when on their first scoring drive of the second half, but they were taking it so far out. They were obviously doing something different on the offense. They were taking it 3 full steps out to hand it off to the fullback.
And let's see if they resume that. They didn't do it their second possession because of the bad field position, but now they spread it out again. First down, Ryan, leading by 1, 10-13, 31 to go. Quarterback dive, he's hit in the backfield, and the backfield, who did that? They got the dive play, and then Johnny Rich got Campbell in the backfield. He slid forward for a couple. Great play.
What I saw there is that we're going back to what we were doing earlier on, where the defensive tackle is taking the dive back. That's making the quarterback pull the ball out and do something with it.
NBA Mondelli comes in.
They didn't double-team Johnny Rich that time like they had been most of the game, and he made the tackle.
All right, second down and 9 for Ryan Campbell, the quarterback, a good one. He and Sloan have had a great duel tonight. Ryan leading by 1, 9:48 to go. Campbell wants to check off. He is, and he took too much time, I believe. And if this is on Ryan, this has really hurt him tonight, and it is. That's about their 5th or 6th procedure offsides penalty.
Johnny Rich moved from head up the center to slightly offset, and then I think he was trying to change the play and didn't have time.
Was it too much time? It was, and that's big. And NBA now to take advantage of the penalty and the bad field position. NBA is due 3 turnovers here. Let's create one.
Do they dare run that curl pattern here?
Yes, that's what I think he was checking off.
Yeah. Watch the pass here as NBA has shut down the running game pretty well. 2nd and 14. Campbell will pass. Got time. Steps up. Going to throw it deep. NBA is actually there. Incomplete. Good position over there for McIntosh, who was behind the receiver. He threw it up pretty good, and actually the extra height, the receiver actually ended up having a pretty good shot at it.
That's the same play that they completed the long touchdown on. Before, off of play action, the quarterback sat back in there a long time and had time to get the ball loose, stepped up.
Big play now for NBA, Mike. 3rd and 14. Do we put a little pressure on them?
I'm looking for them to do something like a quarterback draw.
Josh is off the field.
Well, he was tired on that play. Big play for NBA. Campbell gives up the middle. Nothing, and NBA stops it. And NBA's going to get the ball back, trailing by 1. 9:27 to go. The NBA defense rises to the occasion and stops them.
Johnny Rich did a great job making the ball up at the middle there. David Farrell came over, and Cole Barfield scraped off from behind.
So Ryan will have to kick again inside their own 20. NBA ought to get good field position. Let's catch the ball here, boys. Blake and John. 9:06 to go. NBA trailing by 1. Dancing around a little bit. Want to put some pressure. Ryan, low snap. Good wobbly kick. It's going to be caught by Blake Sloan. Breaks one tackle. Cuts it up inside the 50. NBA will start now with their best field position. Last time they started at the 50. Now they'll start at the 49. So NBA with 8:50 to go. 3 timeouts. Plenty of time. Good field position. Needs at least 3 to take the lead.
I'd like to see that pitch sweep to Jonas Rodriguez here.
The defense, we got to give a lot of credit to the last 2 possessions. It's been 1, 2, 3 and out for Ryan, which has been exactly what we needed. No time off the clock. And NBA's offense has got it back in good position again. Bearden's in at fullback. Sloan looks it over. Eskin in motion. Sloan, pitch. McIntosh got a good block. Got the corner down to the 40. Inside the 40. Down to the 36-yard line. David McIntosh. Boy, was that beautifully set up, Mike. You could see it.
Whit Smith absolutely destroyed the defensive end on that side.
And did you see the lean? McIntosh delivered the blow.
NBA first down. 8:41 to go. They're moving again. At the 36-yard line. Field position, NBA's favor. Rodriguez, the tailback. Rodriguez. Sloan keeps, follows forward, gets a yard, and that's all. Gave the fake to the fullback, and that was Bearden, and then followed him into the hole. Got a yard or 2, or actually, as Don Denbo points out, 2.5, almost 3. So on our worst play, we seem to get 3.
And in that case, Blake, that's the first time they had real good inside pursuit, and there was nothing for him to run through.
All right, NBA, I would say trailing by 1 is in 3-down territory here. They got 3 downs to try to make 8 here. McIntosh, the full, Rodriguez, the tail. Eskin in motion. Give. McIntosh breaks it. Puffed the hole, had a little hole, spun forward. Got about 5. It's going to bring up 3rd and 2, 2.5. Definitely 2-down territory.
But he slipped down. He was going to go all the way. He just slipped.
Big plays coming up.
You know, we haven't made anything really of it, the fact that this is the first game that NBA's played on artificial turf in years.
Since we played Ryan last time here. All right, the Ryan band is cheering. It's 3rd down and 2. The crowd is up trying to stop NBA. Sloan checks. Sloan on an option. Sloan cuts forward, breaks the first down. Down to the 20. Spins down to the 15. First down, Big Red.
Nice spin move, Blake Sloan.
Blake Sloan's the money ball player. When the money's on the line, you give it to the money ball player, and he picks it up. First down, 10 at the 15. NBA driving with 7:01 to go.
You know, it's interesting. We're basically just shielding people, stretching them. It's already spread out good, and we're just getting little seams for backs to run through.
Ball is spotted at the 16. 7:01 to go. What a ball game. Best game of the year. Two tight end formation, I formation. Rodriguez the tail, McIntyre the full. Give on a delay. Fake. No, they gave it to Rodriguez. I thought Sloan faked it. And on a little delay, Rodriguez got inside the 15 down to the 14.
And that was a busted play on the counter move. We actually had somebody make a mistake.
I'd like to see us pop that same formation and pop the ball to McIntosh up the middle.
Pickup of 2 on the play. 6:41 to go. We are in field goal range, but we'd prefer a touchdown.
And a 2-point.
Absolutely. Second down and 8. Pickup of 2 on the play, just inside the 15.
The wide side.
I formation. Sloan. Fake. Sloan. Option. Sloan's got room. 10. Down to the 7. Close to the first down. He's going to be about a yard short. 3rd and 2.
Lowered his head and got extra 2 or 3.
It's going to be 3rd and about 2.
And Whit Smith, again, just blew his guy 6 yards down the field.
Whit Smith doing a great job. Whit Smith, the senior. No, what is Whit?
Senior.
Big boy didn't play a lot last year either, did
Play
he?
at all.
I love these seniors waking up and playing some football. All right, big down for NBA. 3rd and 2. They need to get to the 6 for the first down. Tight formation, 2 tight ends. Ryan digs in trying to stop it. Give. Rodriguez hitting the backfield. And this is going to be a real critical play here. Do we try the field goal and take the lead? And we're going set into the field goal team.
Cornerback blitz got us there, number 10 blitz from the outside.
And that was a huge play for Ryan because they have not thrown us for a loss all night.
Well, that's the second time they've done it. But what I'll tell you is they were all bunched in. I'd have loved to have seen us run the pitch sweep there.
All right, this will be a 16-yard field goal from the right hash bar, 26-yard field goal. We kick 2 extra points from this same position. McGuigan a chance to give NBA the lead. Ryan jumps around. Snap, down, kick is partially blocked and no good. And the kicking game has failed NBA when they need it most. I don't know what happened there, Mike. Was it blocked?
I think it was partially blocked. Last time we played them,
5 minutes to go.
they blocked a couple of punts on us and scared us to death that first half. We just need to dig in here and get the ball back.
What did we do? What happened?
It looked blocked. The kick was never hit hard. It never had much. I don't know if it went wide or just short. It just never looked like it had a chance. So Ryan, the kicking game has failed NBA tonight. 21-20.
Well, we're putting pressure on ourselves here, putting pressure on the defense, and we just got a 3 and out.
Ryan takes their second time out. They only have 1 left. Oh, that hurts because NBA was moving, and that 3rd and 2 is the play of the game for Ryan. That is absolutely the first time they've hit us in the backfield. They shot the gap there and threw Rodriguez for a 2-yard loss, and that was a killer. But NBA can make 25-yard field goals in their sleep. Normally, tonight, an extra point and then a blocked field goal. And so, again, the burden shifts to the defense and needs to get the ball back. Still plenty of time.
Still 3 turnovers to none. It'd be nice for them to pay us 1 of them back.
We've turned it over 3 times. We missed a field goal and we missed an extra point. So NBA not doing what they have to do against a good team to win the game. So the defense needs to stop them right here.
Option.
Pick up about 4 on the play. Montalbano goes forward for about 4. 4:51 to go. The clock moves. Golly, Mike Cross. Not what we wanted to see.
We got a 3 and out of here.
Got to. Clock is a factor now. You get late in the game against this Ryan team. They're tough in close games. They hadn't been in a close game this year. We've been in several. 2nd down and 7 for Ryan. Campbell gives, he's hit and down again, and it's 3rd down as NBA stops them. And here's a big 3rd down and 5 for Ryan. Maybe 3rd down and 4. Huge play coming up.
NBA pinched the tackles.
All right, NBA's defense has done pretty well here the last 2 possessions, and this one is, again, huge as it's 3rd down and 5, and NBA has to stop. The clock's going inside 4 minutes. NBA, plenty of time remaining if they get the ball back. They got to stop them here. Ryan dancing around, a little bit of confusion there.
Man uncovered over there.
Man uncovered at the top of the screen. There's Campbell on the option. He fights forward. He's going to be first down as he fought forward. NBA hit him, but his second effort got him for the first.
We were confused there. We had nobody on the slot man there on the left-hand side. I don't know what the story was.
Well, that's not what beat us, though. Looked like it was pretty well defended, but they just powered forward. 3:40-39, and the clock is moving.
Now we got a time problem.
NBA hasn't completed a pass tonight, so time is a factor. Start all over for Ryan. First down at the 32. We may have to use some of our timeouts here. Campbell, give, keeps, couple, and that's all. We might want to use a timeout. Maybe the next, I'd say the next play, maybe. This play. Ricky. NBA takes the first timeout, trying to leave us as much as possible when we get the ball back.
If they get a first down here, we're in deep doo-doo.
Especially because our timeouts, we now only have 2 left. I don't know where you want to use them yet.
I think this, given what's going on, I think that was a terrific timeout call. But we had him stop, and the Ryan running back Monteballo just kept driving and got the first down. Give him credit.
Ryan's better than I thought they were going to be. I'll say that. I didn't think that they would play this well.
They haven't surprised me a bit. It's about what I expected. 2 pretty even football teams, although what I hate to say is we look a little better, but we've turned it over and missed 2 kicks. So you can't do that with a team that's good. 3rd down and 7, Campbell. 2nd and 7. Fake on a counter, got a little room, but Mondelli's hit and picked up beautifully. NBA stops him after a couple, and now it's 3rd and 5. 3rd and 7. Are we going to take our other timeout or let it go? We're going to wait and save it for 4th down. And that'll leave us 1 when we get the ball. If we stop him here, Mike Cross, play of the game.
Play the game for our defense, that's for sure.
Ryan throws a little button hook here.
NBA intercepts for the touchdown. Watch it. 3rd down and 7. Got to get to the 41.
They moved. Ryan moved.
Ryan jumped, and that's going to make it 3rd and 12. Ryan hurting themselves on offensive procedure calls.
That may have been a little payback. I thought Bearden may have flinched a little bit and caused them to jump.
Well, you can do that, you know.
Yeah, sure.
All right, let's give Joe Pat McGuigan one more chance. How about it?
Let's stop him first.
All right, this is 3rd down and 11 now. Got to get to the 41. It's a passing situation. Who takes the timeout here? Surely it's not us. We took a timeout.
Because when they set the ball after a penalty in high school, they run the clock, so you have to take it.
So they ran off like 16 seconds.
On a penalty. Well, that was a big play. As you say, the penalty doesn't stop the clock. That actually gives them about, what, they could take as many as 29 more seconds off the clock. You could run 29 seconds, purposely take a penalty,
Right.
and you have 29 more seconds?
Yep, yep.
Well, I'm not sure they wouldn't want to do that on purpose. So here's the game right here. If NBA is to have a chance to win the game, they stop them here. If Ryan makes this, it's too late. Ryan makes this, they win the game.
What's the hook to the far side of the field?
Big play. Put some pressure on. Look at Mondelli. Fake. Campbell, we got a penalty. We got a motion penalty, and he's thrown down. NBA will decline the penalty, and will the clock keep moving? Or are we going to use our last timeout? Let's use it.
Well, the clock will be stopped by the penalty for a while here, but they'll start it back. There was the illegal shift.
Well, we can decline that, can't we?
Yeah. Wasn't a dead ball. Decline it.
We decline it, absolutely, and bring up 4th down. Decline the penalty. All right, here's the situation. It's either going to be 4th down and 11, Well, I think we got to decline it. We did not want to give them another play and make another timeout. They ran the play. The penalty didn't go down till long after the play started. Declined. 4th down. Now, do they start the clock or not? We got to save one timeout. We're going to. We're going to have a little less than 2 minutes when we get the ball here. They're starting the clock, and if Ryan's smart, they'll use up 29 seconds.
See, I think that's strange.
It's really is strange. NBA, how about a good time? Look at them. They're going to just sit there and take a 5-yard delay penalty when they get it down inside.
156 or 150.
That's all right. I'll take that 5 yards. Let's put some pressure on them and make them. We certainly didn't take a timeout, no. All right, 157, and they're out of timeout. We have one timeout now, and they'll have to kick back inside their 20. What a time for John Ozier. Let's have John Ozier back right now.
We need that about at least a 20 or 30-yard punt return here.
Whoa, what a game.
Whoa. As Keith Jackson would say, whoa, Nelly.
Whoa, Nelly. Here they come. NBA wants to put a little pressure on, but Maley wants to get the ball. 1:57 to go. Snap, kick. Wobbly, good spiral. It's going to be fielded by Sloan. Needs a block. Breaks a tackle. Gets good play. All right, at the 40-yard line, 1:46 to go. NBA's got it. The clock will stop. Now, the only time the clock will stop now is if it's out of bounds. If we pick up a 1st down, they'll stop to move the chains. And we have one timeout left, Mike. Have not completed a pass tonight.
You know, we need to get to about at least the 30-yard line, I guess, to have a field goal shot here.
Oh, listen to the crowd. 1:46 to go. Time a factor. Sloan, option, wants to throw back. Got some room over there, down the sideline. Needs one block. It's broken. And there goes Burton Simmons, I believe, down to the 30. 1st down, NBA. No, that was Ozier. On a great little throwback, first completion of the night. Good for 30 yards down to the 30. We're in Pat McGuigan's range if we have to. 1st down at the 31. They stop the clock to move the chains. 1:36 to go. NBA now, I formation.
Good block, David Farrell out there on that one.
Sloan, quarterback, pitches. Needs one block. McIntosh cuts inside, fights down inside the 25. 1:25, 1:24 to go. NBA, one timeout to go. Picked up about 5 on the play. We're in McGuigan's range.
Line up, NBA.
1:12 to go. NBA hurries. A 1st down will stop the clock momentarily. NBA has a timeout remaining. Sloan on a pitch. McIntosh needs to get a block. He breaks the tackle. Cuts it up. It's close to the 1st down. They may have to stop the clock to measure. I'm afraid it's going to be a yard short. 53 seconds to go. Plenty of time. NBA gathers up. Are they going to stop the clock to measure? They are. They're going to stop the clock for the measurement. Good. Call some plays, NBA. Official timeout. NBA, get your plays called. At the 21, I think it's a little short.
We should call 2 plays here in the huddle.
Right. NBA, it doesn't look like they're calling anything now. Bowers is talking to Sloan on the sideline, trying to get a play. It is short of a 1st down. Now, a short run could stop the clock at least to get the 1st down. They're going to start the clock here.
You take a quarterback sneak, get a 1st down, throw the ball.
All right, 51 seconds to go. At the 21, 3rd down in inches for NBA. The clock will start now. Sloan wants to throw deep. Incomplete. And they tried. And now it's 4th down and 1. Now, do we take the field goal or try to get a 1st down?
I think you got a timeout left. You make the 1st down.
You got a 1st down and throw twice more to the end zone and then kick it. Yeah, you got to get the 1st down.
That was a fade pattern. We thought we'd catch them off guard, and their defensive halfback made a great play.
Was right there, but yet it almost worked. Here we go, 4th and inches. NBA doesn't make it, and the game is over. They take their last time out. Ooh, I don't know about that.
We had the clock stop. We should have saved that timeout for the field goal.
Well, we may want to take it right now. Now you don't have a timeout.
You're looking at a 37-yard field goal, and we've had a little trouble with our kicking game. I think you go for the first down.
Blake Sloan did there. They obviously called a little sneak or a dive, and it didn't look good, and he wanted to make sure they got it, because if you don't get that, the game's over, so he took the timeout. So now you get the first down, the stop when they move the chains, and you got time to throw a couple more and then a field goal. The problem is here, if you don't get of course, if you score and don't play, the clock will run, you're going to be rushed on your field goal.
If you got downs, you can always throw the ball down.
Listen, this is well within McGuigan's range. What good does it do to get any closer unless you think you're going to score, Mike?
I think you try to score a touchdown first.
Well, NBA rushes back out now. Got to get the first down. It's about a half yard to go. I think he'll sneak it. Nope. Sloan. Oh, my God. I don't know. Spot. I believe he got a good spot inside the 20. They're going to have to stop the clock to measure. But, oh, my goodness, he didn't make it. I don't know. Oh, bad spot. He's short. He did not make it. They moved the spot backwards, guys. No. That's the ball game. I don't believe it. I don't believe it, Mike. So the ball game's going to end 21-20, and that is a heartbreaker. I don't know, Mike.
Well, Tom, the bottom line is we made 3 turnovers. We missed an extra point. We had a field goal blocked, and they did not have a single turnover and made both their field goals, and that's the ball game. Now maybe we got to back off.
I don't know. We're in the range for a field goal. You got to run a quarterback sneak on that play, Don. I guess we were trying to break that for the touchdown, maybe.
I don't know what the deal was. That's
unconscionable. Oh, well, we may catch him again in the playoffs, but this one hurts. Wait, they changed the call. Wait a minute. What are they doing?
They changed the call.
We're back. Wait a minute. What happened? Because
I swear to God, they took the ball and they moved it to the middle of the field and they remeasured it.
They changed it back. Oh, hell. They changed it back. Ryan got the call. I didn't think they could do that.
They moved it and remeasured it.
Well, we'll see you again in playoffs. Father Ryan's going to win this game 21-20 in a heartbreaker. Too bad. A good football game, just what you expected, but by golly, we did not make the plays to win, and Ryan did. A great play there as they stopped us on 4th and a half yard, and I don't even think they could see that. They couldn't see the measurement, could they, Mike? So long, everybody. We don't want to talk much more about this one. Let's go, Mike.
NBA's lived and died with Blake Sloan all year long. Don't take anything away from him.
No. I think we're a better team. Unfortunately, we lost, and I think we'll see them again in the playoffs because I think MUS will beat them. We'll be tied for second, and we'll play them first round of the playoffs. So we'll get you next time, Father Ryan, I believe. Good game, though. Oh, well, the game's over, Bates. We enjoyed it. Here you go. I don't want to watch the crowd yell. So long, everybody. We'll see you next week.